What is up, guys? Jake from OneHive here with the next Hitchhiker video, and as you can see, I am over at the back road. Very good war clan. Check them out if you are looking. You'll see 96 war ones right there, and their war log is just a sea of green. So really doing a good job. You can see right there in the description where to apply if you are interested. Let's get to some attacks though. A couple of wars ago, they had an arranged war with this particular clan, Valor Morgulus. I'm not sure how to say that. I think that's how you say it. Did a good job on both sides. Very close war. And it happened to be, you might recognize the name over here when we get to the enemy side. A OneHiver was in this war. I'm not sure what his ties are to this clan, but he was in this one, an arranged war that they had. But look at that, just cleaned it all up. That Jake is not me, by the way. It's just another Jake. But look at that, cleaned it all up except for those top few bases. So excellent job to everyone at the back road. And let's get right into some nice 3-star right there. First one we're going to look at, Khal Drogo. That is our Khal Drogo, from what I understand. Again, not sure why he was, what ties he has to this clan. Maybe an old clan of his or something like that. But very cool to see him getting 3-starred by the boys over at the back road. And we've got Helicase taking him out here, starting with the Queen Walk up top, using the Valks, using the Golems, a few hogs, not a ton of hogs, 14, enough to get the job done, but it takes out a pretty big section of the base before he ever releases them. You'll see the Queen doing her thing here, taking out some defenses, taking out some trash buildings, just walking her way through. Clearly, when you're using hogs, the goal is to get to those giant bomb areas. You'll see you dropping the one hog in here just for the CC lure. Didn't quite get it on that one. That archer tower is distracted though, so the only thing hitting it is that mortar. So pretty nice use of that hog there. Finally takes it down and then comes in and grabs a lure and triggers a bomb. So sort of a double duty, triple duty type hog. Pretty nicely done. Lava Hound does come out. Just drops that extra wizard right there to help out a little bit, speed things up. The Queen's working on it, the Wizard's working on it. The Healer's keeping her up. Very little damage coming her way, except for that cannon, but they're more than capable of keeping up with 1-point defense. So right here, the Lava Hound is about to go. Just takes a few more shots right there. Boom, it goes down. Now drops in those couple minions. That's always a nice move. I dropped them closer to the Healers over there because the Queen can sort of defend herself. Getting those minions off your Healers quickly is your best bet, but still a nice use of those minions right there. A couple of Golems go down on the left side. Wizards behind them, starting to create that funnel. There you see his Healer's taking a few shots from that air defense. He finally, I think he waited too long to drop that rage there, and then it was kind of a panic moment because the Queen was about to die. Pops her ability as well. But that does happen to us sometimes. You don't think the Queen's going to be that low, and that sweeper was pushing those Healers back, so they weren't quite healing her up as quick as he would wanted. Goes ahead and drops both right here. They come back around, got the jump spell down. I like how he opened up that compartment and then dropped the jump spell because he couldn't span that entire gap. So good use of troops right there and spell placement. Sends the redheads in. The Queen's coming around, joining up. The Golems are out front. The King's about to go down. A few more swipes. Boom, he's done. There you see another giant bomb going off. And here's what I'm talking about, how much of the base he's taken out. He's still got those hogs in the bag. He's not dropped them yet. Getting those Valks into that core. And look at that nice heal for them. They are going to be well taken care of. He's used all of his spells now, at least as far as actual spells. Using it for those Valks and just his kill squad, knowing that they're going to get to that Queen, and he's just going to sprinkle these hogs around the outside. But honestly, I mean, look at this. Look how much of this base is left. So few defenses left. The Queen goes down right here, just almost targets every defense that is left on the base with these hogs, minus that X-bow that's in the core there. So all of them fall down very, very quickly, and that is an easy 3-star. So that's a King's ability, for goodness sakes. Beautiful attack by Helicase. We'll fast forward. It's just cleanup time now. Going around the outside, getting those last few buildings. Got a ton of troops left. Plenty of troops to get it done. Good job, man. And sorry, Khal. Had to show you getting wrecked, bro. All right, moving on. Viper taking on their number 6 here and doing it with the Zap Quake. 5 Quakes and 2 Zaps. I love it. He's going to actually open up this one compartment here with the 4 Quakes, and then he's got the Zap Quake for another air defense. So he knows when this kill squad's going to get in here, they're going to take out the 2 air defenses right there handy. Then he's got the Zap Quake for another one, and he's going to have his little miniature kill squad with a Golem and his King go in and get that last one. So pretty solid plan here. So he creates that funnel for his Queen, make sure she's going to go in there. That's sort of the whole thing there, taking quite a bit of damage just from these 2-point defense. But I think he only had a few heals. I didn't see how many he actually brought, but I think it might have been just 3 or something. Right there, so she's a 2-point defense is about all she wants. As she gets in a little bit closer here, he's going to drop down. Actually, he doesn't have a rage. He's going to drop her ability to get her back up. You see the CC troops coming out. He's going to have no choice here, and it is a skeleton, or excuse me, a witch in there, so that she's going to go down, but it can really slow down until that poison ramps up. It can really slow down the queen taking out the rest of those troops, and she can start taking a lot of damage. So right there, has to pop that ability, gets it done. First air defense goes down. You see the golem and the king down here on the bottom with some more wizards. There's the wall breakers going in. There's the queen. She got her second air defense taken care of. Now it's just about getting that king in there, getting it done, and obviously he's going to zap Quake at the next air defense that's going to go down. Right here comes the zaps. Boom, boom, the Quake right behind it. It's gone. Here's the king locking onto that final air defense. Now he's going to turn loose with these dragons. And what I like about this is that he doesn't have any spells. He used all of his spells. He invested everything into that on the right side, but dragons don't need spells, honestly. They just need to be able to get into the queen, take her out. And then from there, they're in good shape. These archer towers and X-bows, yeah, they can take them out eventually, but with that many dragons, they're going to go down pretty quickly to them. Right here, you see the queen aggroing onto a few dragons. A few breaths right there. One more, boom, she's gone. Now, the great part, too, is that the queen has made it to the core here, and she's still helping out with some of these X-bows. You see the king's getting in there, or X-bows. She's tanking an X-bow, but the king's getting in there, getting one of those Teslas taken care of. So really, the kill squad's still distracting, still protecting those dragons as they move through. We'll fast forward here because this one is all over but the crying. The last few troops on the, or last few defenses on the bottom go down that nice balloon there, get a little help from it, and that is a 3-star. Nice attack by Viper. Very, very nice. All right, moving on here. Let's see, Narco. Just going to move down a few spaces. Check out Narco Pred taking out their number 8. And doing it with a Go La Loon. Nice to see that. It's a good variation in attacks. These guys had a lot of good attacks. I mean, go Vahos, go La Loons as you're seeing here, just Go-Hos, everything, Queen Walks, all of it. These guys are doing high-level stuff and doing it really, really well. Coming in with a couple of golems there, the wizards, create that funnel, a few wall breakers to open everything up, and then start moving to that core. You see he's got the jump spell. A few CC troops coming out, didn't quite empty it as the stuff sort of rerouted and got out of range. There comes the rest of it there. A nice poison spell and the jump spell in a good spot. Everything moving through. You see that last golem dropped, staying out in front, protecting. There's the rage. Continue to move everything forward. The poison really slowing down all of those CC troops to where the queen can step up. She'll start taking them out pretty quickly, but even if she doesn't, the poison on its own can get those taken down. You see the queen has jumped the wall there and starting to take out some of his golems, but right there pops that king's ability, and as soon as that goes down, boom, right there, the queen is done for. Can continue to move in, but also looking at the base, he's taken out 2 air defenses already, only a couple left. I think he wanted that queen, and she, honestly, I'm surprised. Look at how that queen went all the way back out and wrapped around instead of taking that jump spell. I think he probably wanted that queen to step up and take out that next air defense because he only had 2 lava hounds, and usually you want as many air defenses are left plus 1, but it works out. He just did a really nice job of dropping his spells here. You see how those balloons that are coming through on the left side, they're going to get to that core really quickly right here because he's made that funnel, and boom, he probably didn't even need that haste spell. But I think he wanted to make sure that air defense went down. I think it was wise. Right there, the haste spell on the bottom for those, and they just get to those air defenses so quickly. He actually still has 1 of the lava hounds remaining, just a little bit of life on it, and this right here was money. That was a beautifully placed haste spell. The last spell he's got there. As soon as that wizard tower goes down, they are perfectly safe because that lava hound is doing the tanking at this point. His balloons are not taking anything. You see 1 more balloon down at the bottom. He's got a few in the bag still that he's just going to drop for cleanup troops. We'll fast forward here. That last lava hound does pop on a trap right there at the very, very end. But that was just a really nice Go Out Loon attack. The way he deployed everything, even when it didn't go exactly like he wanted it to, got the 3-star and made it look easy. Good job, buddy. All right, moving on. Let's check out Ace. Taking out number 12. This was a nice attack, and I think I saw a couple of his attacks like this where he's doing it with, he's bringing witches, and we don't see a lot of witches anymore. You see the Zap Quake on one of the air defenses there. He's coming in with his kill squad here, or his queen walk, really, not a kill squad on this side. A queen walk going down. A few wizards creating that funnel. Wants her to go in here. He wants her to get to these air defenses. You see he's got 13 balloons in the bag. So pretty heavy investment in balloons there. 1 test wall breaker. A few more go in. Boom. It's wide open now. You see if the queen goes in there, she's going to get that 2 air defenses. She's going to get that X-bow. She's going to get all kinds of good stuff. So he's going to have to deal with this lava hound. And we'll fast forward through this. We all know what it looks like when the queen fights a lava hound. Wait, and finally drops a rage and boom, goes down, drops a poison on, protect his healers. That was nice. Then the queen steps up and continues on her way. I probably would have not have dropped the rage there. Probably just held on to it, but maybe it was a time sink thing. He didn't want to waste any more time than he had to. He wanted to get the rest of his attack underway, which is perfectly understandable. You see the 1 air defense already going down there. Now the kill squad coming on the right side. Got his golems going down. He got his wizards creating the funnel. Here come the wall breakers letting everything in. And then from there, he's going to place that jump spell to where he can go all the way through and get to that next air defense, take it out. He's going to be looking real good for his air attack once that goes down. So right here, the king, the golem, and the witches going through right that compartment really nicely how he directed them there. And that was a perfectly placed jump spell right there. I mean, seriously, that's money. The king's going to get on it. He's going to take through, get that air defense on the way, and then as soon as the golems and the skeletons get out front, they're going to aggro on that queen and pull her over as well. But the balloon's already in the air, sending them in. Note that those the queen's going to target those golems and all that before the targets the balloons, so they're safe. Got a lot of tanking going on there for him. The king is sort of stuck back onto the storage here, but in just a moment, he's going to get close enough. As soon as he pops that ability, he's going to lock onto that queen right there. He's locked on. You see the balloons going through. Once he didn't have to wait for the queen to die. Once he knew the queen was engaged, the balloons came in numbers and just absolutely devastated these backside defenses. You see the queen's down. They're getting through, helping out with a few more defenses. Only the two remaining, the wizard tower and the Tesla. They do quite a number on those balloons, but still, he's got his queen up. He's got wizards up. He's got his witches up. He's got golems up, his king. There's no chance that Tesla's going to survive. It goes down, and that is the 3-star for ace. Good job, buddy. All right, let's look at one more for this war, and then we're going to look at one from the current war they're in. Last one from this one is actually my patron, which is David. Doing a nice attack, had a few things go wrong, but still gets the 3-star, so that's always the sign of a good attack. Got a lot of Valks, 11 Valks. I'm not sure the last time I saw 11 Valks in a Go Votto attack. That is a ton, but he makes it work here. Drops the golem down, the wizards to create the funnel, and then some more on the bottom there to create that side. The queen goes down. She's just sort of protected by the golem. Right there, he does have a wall breaker go out, and it gets taken out by the Tesla that pops. But then, because he just set the one test wall breaker in, a few more behind it, everything works out, opens it up, and they continue moving. Here comes the swarm of redheads moving their way through. Obviously, that's a huge compartment right there, and so they're going to do absolutely just devastating work in there. But the one thing about this attack is that I've told you guys before, in big compartments like that, it's really hard to direct your Valks where you want them to go. They sort of get them out of their own. If there's not only like one logical path, they'll just take off on their own. So what he did in his jump spell here, instead of directing them, he's given them so many options now. They could go right, they could go left. Either one could be a justifiable thing. So what do? They split. They go both directions. Only a few of his Valks go right, which is the way he wanted them to go. He's got that second jump right here. He tries his best to keep them going, heal them up, but honestly, there's too much point defense right there, and they were too low on health. So they go down, actually. Look at the big swarm of redheads going outside with his king and his queen. This is right here is sort of what those empty compartments are designed to do. It doesn't always do that on the right attack, but right there, the queen finally takes out that lava hound. She's been chasing him around, so she's going to continue on chasing those pups that are hitting on his Valks and his king. But his jump spell sort of goes to waste there. And the core, so really just sort of swagged a spell and still gets it done. A few hogs coming on the bottom here that he had for this side of the base. They're going to move through. He does no heal spell for him. So they got a lot of work to do and no heal spell. But right there you see the king, the queen, those Valks, they all lock onto that enemy queen, bust through that wall, take her down, and everything's just sort of tanking for that queen. So she's just walking through doing her thing. That X-bow goes down, and that's an important one. It had to die. Otherwise, this would have been a failed attack in my opinion. They actually get over and get that air defense too. But now, the only defense left after this archer tower goes down is those point defense, those Teslas in the core. A couple hogs go in, but they're not going to make it. They're going to get roasted down. He's got a lot of Valks up. He's got his queen up, and he's got a few wizards up. So it's just a matter of can they get to it. But the one thing to pay attention to is he still has that queen's ability. He's never had to pop it. She's been protected this entire attack. So as we move through here and get back to the core, those Teslas focus onto those Valks. They roast them pretty quickly. The wizards are standing back trying to beat on the wall, but the queen says, don't worry about it. I can reach them. Pops the ability, and boom, boom, they're gone. That's the 3-star. Excellent attack by David. All right, and as I was here, they were actually in a war, and they had an attack that I thought was really nice, and the guy was excited to do it when I was here, so I'm going to show it. I'm Nip. I'm assuming is how you would say that. I'm Nip. Just Nip is, I guess, what they call him here, and he's doing a really, really cool Quake Go Votto. I like it. We got a queen healer trick on the Valk, or excuse me, on a Lava Hound in the CC. You'll see he drops a few hogs in there. Had to take out one defense, but then drops another hog, and now he can get in there and get that CC lure. Just one, just 1 second. All he needs to pull that Lava Hound down. Drops those archers down in a nice, safe place. Puts the healer on them. And then the second archer you saw get dropped right on top of it. That's key. Puts the healer down, and they are perfectly safe. That Lava Hound is completely out of the fight at this point. Now he's going to come in with his main force attack. Coming in from the bottom here, a couple of golems go down. He's going to drop some wizards. He's going to create that funnel like we always do in every attack. And then the queen up the middle. He's got some wall breakers. You can open this first compartment. Then he's going to jump in even further and send those redheads and the king and all of that goodness in there. He wants to get some of these. Obviously, he wants to get the queen taken care of. Wants to get some of these. I'm sorry, not the jump. The quakes. I said jump. The quakes are going to open it up. He dropped the 3. He's got 1 more to go. There he remembers, drops it. Boom. But he's going to get in there and get some double giant bomb locations. He's going to get the queen taken care of. He's going to get a bunch for this kill squad. Look at all those defenses there, too. A lot of point defense, splash damage. Everything's right in that core. Pretty tight base, actually. And there, look how fast they're going through there with those redheads taking everything out. The queen's long gone. A few of the hogs start get sprinkled in on the outside here. Remember I talked about how he's dropping them sort of on the side that the kill squad is? That's because a lot of those defenses were distracted. Not all of them, but a big chunk of defense was not even targeting these hogs as they moved through. You see the X-Bow was completely distracted. The Teslas were. There you see he's dropping the heal spells down. There is a couple bombs in there, but he's triggering them one at a time. He's keeping those hogs healed up. Now the kill squad sort of rotates down. What's he do? He sends some hogs in on that side. Just keeps everything moving forward. He does have those pesky skeletons beating on his hogs, but again, this kill squad is getting huge value. They can move around so much in the base. That queen especially can get to so many defenses. Right there, taking out a Tesla, and now there was only that archer turret left, and a hog was over there beating on it while it was distracted. So that is all the defenses. Easy 3-star for Omnip, and very, very impressive attack, man. Good job. Proud to see you guys using all the tricks, the healer trick, the wall breakers, actually not wall breakers, quake spells, all of that good stuff. Saw a lot of good attacks over at this clan for sure. So there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're looking for a good clan, this one might be a good fit for you. Until next time, guys, Jake from OneHive doing my best to help you guys suck less.